Hafa and welcome to another episode of Cooking Guam. If you missed our last episode about making Guam style cookies, you could find it on YouTube. Now in that specific episode we used a 4-inch Guam style cookie cutter, and for those of you who are looking for a smaller cookie cutter for smaller Guam seals, we recently came out with a 3-inch one as well. So you could purchase that at GerardAfaguiCollection.com. Now let's turn our attention to what we're going to be doing today. Today you're going to be learning how to make Chamorro chocolates. And why I say Chamorro is because there's 3 different kinds of chocolates that we're going to be making. The first is a Guam seal chocolate mold, and this specific mold has 2 big ones and 6 little ones, and it just has a Guam seal on that. Our second Chamorro mold is heart-shaped, and it says "Who guides a how," which in Chamorro means "I love you," and it also has plumeria flowers on it as well. Our final one says "Suzuus Maasi," which means thank you, and it has hibiscus on it. So let's begin. Today I invite you to put on your Guam-styled apron, and this is the one that I have here. Thankfully, making these chocolates takes only about 20 to 30 minutes, and it's very easy. Step 1 to the chocolate mold process is to double boil your chocolates. And basically what that is you're gonna get a pot of water and put your heat up to medium-high so that it's just under boiling. And you just take a glass bowl and place it on top. And so this is so that your chocolates don't burn. So now that the water in my double boiler is under boiling, I'm just going to add very few pieces of dark chocolate wafers, like that. And then what we want to see is we want to see half of it melting. And once half of the chocolate is melted, then you want to lower down the heat and you could add more chocolate. Continue to stir the chocolate. It's already melting very fast, just to smooth everything out. So once half of it is melted, go ahead and turn off your heat, and you could add some more chocolate. So I'm just going to add a few more there. And it's okay to turn off your heat because there's a lot of residual heat that is still surrounding all the chocolates. And while we stir, it'll consistently start to melt. And you want to stir until it's in a liquid consistency. You can see the residual heat is melting the chocolate. And you want to be at the point where it's all melted completely. Feel free to stir your chocolate around and make sure there's no little wafer pieces left, no chocolate chips left. We want it all a smooth consistency, and I see one there, so we'll just have that melt a little more.
Go.
So now that everything is melted, you just want to let it cool because we want room temperature chocolate. We don't want the chocolate to be too hot before we pour it into the mold. Now that the chocolate is at room temperature, we're going to go ahead and fill our molds. So, the first one that we're going to fill is our Guam seal mold. And I'm just going to take some chocolate here and pour it into the mold. You could fill it halfway, you could fill it all the way. All that's going to determine is the thickness of your mold. So halfway is thin chocolates, and then all the way is thick chocolates. And I'll just put some more. And so now what you want to do when the chocolate's in there, you want to tap it very lightly, which is just dropping it a little, just to release any air bubbles that could arise. And so let's do the Who guides a how. And for this video purposes, I'm only making 3 per mold, but you can do the whole sheet. Okay, and tap it again. And got some chocolate on the table. And our last Sizu'us Ma'asi thank you molds. And tap this one as well. And there we are. Our 3 filled chocolate molds. So now that your molds are filled, you want to go ahead and place these in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes. So now that 15 to 20 minutes has passed, I just took these out of the refrigerator, and I knew that they were ready because they, on this side, you would be able to see a frosted coating, kind of, and that just indicates that the chocolates have removed enough from the plastic that you could take them out. So I'm just going to pop these out one by one. Let's see. Drop them there, push them out. Oh look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 Hugwaiza chocolates. And you could look at that. Very smooth coating and very clear. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do the Hugwaiza now. Or Sizu'us Ma'asi, my mistake. And there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this is a Sizu'us Ma'asi. And then last but not least, the Guam seals. They come out very easily, so that's good. And here's the Guam seal. So now that they all turn out so great, I'm just going to package them. Let's pretend I'm at a fiesta or maybe a birthday party. I could put Hugwaiza in there. Or Sizu'us Ma'asi if I want to give a little gift to someone. Or even for the Guam Liberation, I could put the Guam seal in there. And so I'm just going to place them in there, make them look nice. And then we'll tie it. I like to do themes. And so this string here kind of reminds me of coconut fiber. Coconut fiber. So here we have it, the finished product. And so these are our nice molds. They taste good. They look even better. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to purchase your molds at GerardAfoguyCollection.com. And Sizu'us Ma'asi.